The Antonov An-225 was the rarest airplane on the planet, with only one of it ever built. Note that I used the term was. You will understand why as you watch this video to the end. The Antonov An-225 Mriya, also known as Cossack in NATO reporting, was designed and produced by the Antonov Design Bureau in the Soviet Union during the 1980s. In 1984, the Soviet government commissioned the Antonov Design Bureau to create a large airlifter capable of carrying a maximum payload of 231,838 kilograms both internally and externally while operating from runways of at least 3,500 meters. The An-225 was designed to transport the Energia rockets boosters and the Buran-class orbiters for the Soviet space program. Viktor Tolmachev led the design, having also designed the An-124 Ruslin airlifter. The An-225 was created as a derivative of the An-124 Ruslin, but with almost twice the payload capacity, with the aim of expediting the development process. Its design was mostly conventional, but included fore and aft fuselage barrel sections, a new enlarged wing center that allowed for an additional pair of Progress D-18T turbofan engines, and a completely new tail to handle the turbulence generated by large external loads carried on the upper fuselage. The An-225 featured 6 Progress D-18T turbofan engines, 2 more than the An-124, and a high-capacity landing gear system with 32 wheels, some of which were steerable, allowing for turns within a 60-meter wide runway. It also had a nose gear that could kneel, making it easier to load and unload cargo, and 4 overhead cargo cranes that could lift up to 5,000 kilograms each and move along the entire length of the cargo hold. The upper fuselage had multiple mounting points to facilitate the attachment of external loads, such as the Buran orbiter. With a maximum takeoff weight of 640 tons, the An-225 is the heaviest aircraft ever built. It also boasts the largest wingspan of any operational aircraft and is frequently used to transport items that were once considered too large for air transport, such as 130-ton generators, wind turbine blades, and diesel locomotives. The size and uniqueness of the Mriya generate high public interest and have attracted a global following. The An-225 is an advanced strategic airlift cargo aircraft that was derived from the Antonov An-124 airlifter and shared many similarities. The An-225 utilizes fly-by-wire technology to control its flight control surfaces, which are powered by triple redundant hydraulics. The airlifter's twin-tail empennage boasts a swept-back, oversized horizontal stabilizer that replaced the single vertical stabilizer used on the An-124. This design was necessary to manage the wake turbulence created by the bulky external loads on the upper fuselage. On December 21, 1988, the An-225 made its maiden flight and was first displayed outside the Soviet Union in 1989 at the Paris Air Show, carrying a Buran orbiter. In 1990, it performed a flying display at the public days of the Farnborough Air Show. The An-225 could carry ultra-heavy and oversized freight weighing up to 250,000 kilograms internally or 200,000 kilograms on the upper fuselage, with cargo up to 70 meters long. The An-225 had a pressurized cargo hold furnished with extensive soundproofing, with a volume of 1,300 cubic meters, capable of carrying up to 250,000 kilograms of general cargo, 80 standard-sized cars, or 16 intermodal containers. The flight deck, located at the front of the upper deck, was largely identical to that of the An-124, while the rear housed compartments for crew stations, off-duty rest areas with beds, and other equipment. Although it lacked a rear cargo door or ramp, unlike the An-124, the An-225 could still fly non-stop across great distances, such as between New York and Los Angeles. The An-225's maximum gross weight was originally 600 tons but increased to 640 tons after modifications, making it the world's heaviest aircraft, surpassing the weight of the Airbus A380 airliner. From 1988 to 1991, the An-225's primary use was transporting Buran-class orbiters for the Soviet space program, under the guidance of Alexander Halyanenko, the aircraft's first pilot. In 1989, Antonov Airlines was established to operate the AN-225 and other aircraft, including 4 AN-124-100s and 3 Antonov AN-12s. However, by the late 1990s, the need for an aircraft larger than the AN-124 became apparent. Please leave a like and subscribe to us. It will help us greatly in creating interesting content like this for you, and click the notification bell so you won't miss any future videos when we post new content. After the collapse of the Soviet Union and the cancellation of the Buran program, the AN-225 lacked a clear purpose. Antonov officials expressed interest in transitioning the plane to commercial use as early as 1990. However, in 1994, the aircraft was placed in long-term storage, and all 6 engines were removed for use on other AN-124 planes. Nonetheless, in the 1990s, demand grew for even larger cargo planes, and the AN-225 was restored and modernized for heavy cargo transport operations by Antonov Airlines. The aircraft transported massive objects that were previously deemed too large to fly, including wind turbine blades, 130-ton generators, and even diesel locomotives. The aircraft also provided emergency supplies to international relief organizations during various disaster relief efforts. After more than a year out of service, the first AN-225 underwent test flights on March 25, 2020, to install a domestically designed power management and control system. The AN-225 received its type certificate from the Interstate Aviation Committee Aviation Register on May 23, 2001, and commenced commercial service on January 3, 2002, transporting 216,000 ready-to-eat meals for American military personnel stationed in Thumrait, Oman. Subsequently, the Canadian and U.S. governments contracted the AN-225 for military supply transport to the Middle East in support of coalition forces. In 2016, Antonov Airlines terminated its partnership with Airfoil and partnered with Volga-Dnepr instead. This led to the AN-225 receiving a blue and yellow paint scheme that matched the colors of the Ukrainian flag, earning it the nickname Ukraine's winged ambassador to the world in 2009. Due to its popularity, aviation enthusiasts often gathered at airports to witness the AN-225's arrivals and departures. The AN-225 has played a vital role in the COVID-19 global relief effort by transporting medical supplies from China to other parts of the world. On August 11, 2009, the AN-225 transported the heaviest single cargo item ever sent by air, a generator and loading frame weighing 189,980 kilograms. It also set a record by carrying a total payload of 247,000 kilograms on a commercial flight. The AN-225 made a record-breaking flight on September 11, 2001, carrying 4 main battle tanks with a load of 253.82 tons and reaching an altitude of up to 10,750 meters over a closed circuit of 1,000 kilometers at a speed of 763.2 kilometers per hour. As of 2017, the cost of hiring the AN-225 was $30,000 per hour. The AN-225's last commercial mission took place from 2nd to 5th February 2022, transporting almost 90 tons of COVID-19 test kits from Tianjin, China, to Billund, Denmark, via Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan. After the mission, the aircraft returned to Antonov Airport in Hostomel for an engine replacement. However, during the Battle of Antonov Airport on February 24, 2022, the runway was damaged, rendering it unusable. On February 27, a photo posted on Twitter showed the AN-225 tentatively identified on fire in its hangar, which Ukrainian news outlets later reported had been destroyed during the battle. The parent organization of Antonov, Ukroboronprom, claimed that Russian forces destroyed the AN-225 and planned to rebuild the plane at Russia's expense. Restoration of the plane is expected to cost over $3 billion and take more than 5 years. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.